Alright, hello everyone. Just give me a second here. Putting last couple things together. My name is Laura. If you're new here, welcome to Cabbage Patch Soap. Today we're going to be cutting the Lighthouse Soap from our last live and making solid perfume. Hi Stacy. Hi Paulette. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are having a great weekend. Hi Lorna. Oh, great, Stacy. It's great to have your cat with you. I'm going to switch over my chat functions to make sure it's showing me everything. Okay. Changing it to live chat. There we go. Okay. Let me just get my gloves on. I think what we'll do is unmold that little small bar of soap first, just so that I don't forget to do it. So here's that. I'm just gonna pull the sides to loosen it up. You can see it kind of pulling away from the soap there, and then I'll push it up from the bottom. And this is not the only way to unmold these. You can turn it upside down and whatever you want to do. That's just how I did it for the video. It's easier for the camera to see what I'm doing that way. All right, so this is the top of the soap. Here's the sides. You can see a little bit of the different color blues here and a little bit of swirling. And the bottom is mostly the dark with some of that light blue there. So that's how the colors look. Since I put this through gel, the yellow becomes a little bit more muted, which is totally fine, which is why I added a little bit extra white to that yellow. So I'm going to set this aside so it won't be in the way while we cut the other soap. All right. Thank you, Stacy. I'm glad you like the colors. I'm hoping it all turns out really good on the main bar. So let me go ahead and open this up. In fact, let me move this a little bit. There we go. Because every time, that's better. All right. It was leaning against the tripod and bumping the camera. Let's see here. Okay, so I'm going to get the soap, the main block of soap here. And I'm just going to brush off some of the little bits of soap on the edges off to the side here. So this is where I've got like the crumbs and stuff situated. All right, so here's how the bar looks. And I don't know if the camera's picking this up, but it has a really pretty shimmery top. It's a little bit shimmery and metallic. And then down the sides, you can see the layers of blue, the swirls a little bit. It's not, on my screen, it looks more aqua than it does in real life. In real life, this is like a denim color. And then the darker darker parts are like a really, really dark blue. So I'm going to set this here, and let me just get these crumbs out of the way. This is what was on the edges of the soap where the soap spilled over. I'm just setting that off to the side. And then what I'll do is put the cut bars here on this paper. Christmas morning. I know. That's how I always feel when I have to cut my soap. If I'm having a bad day or something, I'm like, oh yeah, I get to cut soap later, and then everything is better. All right. Okay, I'm just gonna. Oh, and this is the bottom, since I'm sure there's people dying to know what the bottom looks like. You can see the row of lighthouses there. All right. Just gonna line that up. Okay, you ready? My phone is giving me notifications. Okay. I'm bored ready. Okay, 1 second here. All right, everything looks good. All right, that went well. Okay, good. All right, let's take out the middle bar first. Ta-ta! You can see the wave line right there. And then the swirls, a little bit of swirling. I wish the camera would zoom, but it doesn't. But you can see like the waves, the layers. And then here's the light from the lighthouse. Hi, Felicia. Welcome. Here's the other side. And it looks really good down here. I like where the swoops of the colors, which is what I wanted. I kind of wanted it to look like water. This came out a lot better than I was hoping. I'm super glad. And then here's the top. Maybe that's stormy clouds or something. And you got this down here. Just checking what you guys are saying real quick. Felicia, we're cutting the Lighthouse Soap that Stacy wanted. So the Lighthouse part, here's the next bar. The Lighthouse part is black. And then we've got these blue, different shades of blue. So it's like a dark blue and then like a color, I don't know how to describe it, like a navy blue. And then we just did like swirls when we poured it in. And then here's the lighthouse beam. And the water looks really choppy, which is perfect. And you can see faintly like that bioluminescence thing I was going for. And then here's the sparkly top. You know what? I almost forgot something. Let me do something really quick. Yeah, it came out like choppy base. And just be careful about the color on this camera. Like I said, it makes that blue look a few shades brighter than it really is. I wish I could get that to look correct. It's really cool looking. I kind of prefer the real life version to the camera version. All right, I'm just getting this to, okay, there we go. Needed to set something up so I could see my comments better. So this lighthouse goes all the way through the bars because I made it into like one solid like stick of lighthouses, I guess is the best way I could put it. And yeah, so as you wash with it, the lighthouse will stay there. And then you can see that's the mica line we did with the sparkles for that bioluminescent, like the reflection off the water. I think if the blue had been a little bit more fluid, I could have probably put in another one down here, but I didn't want to risk it. And I'm kind of glad I didn't. And because of the way we poured the blue, if you remember, we put like the light blue and then the medium blue and then the dark blue into the pitcher. When we poured it out here, it came out with the light blue on the bottom up to the dark, which made it like a transition from the water to the sky. And that's how we made that design. Okay, let's go to the next bar. And here's the third one. So here's that mica line again. And you can see places on the lighthouse where some of that sparkle like got on the lighthouse, but I didn't really have a way to clean it off. It didn't really matter, but so you'll see some sparkle around the edge of the lighthouse a little bit. Here's the other side, and you can still see that mica line there, and it carries over on that side as well. And what I'll do is I'll clean these up. I'll trim the edges like normal so they don't have all these little burrs, and then plane them smooth, and that will really help the design pop. And then here's the top again of that one. So you've got like this shimmery, that shimmery on top is the same shimmery I used here. So you get this really pretty like stormy look to it. And then the stormy waters. And I'm really glad that this crazy water design kind of went through the whole bar, because I really like how that came out. That makes me really happy. The thing with soaping is you never know what you're going to get. Sometimes it works out better than expected. Sometimes it's terrible. You can't really ever know. Your favorite soap. Awesome. Well, now that we know we can do a stormy ocean with bioluminescence, maybe I can work on the other seasons of lighthouses. Maybe I should do a recreation of EC's painting with the lighthouse and the moon. I don't know, is that too ambitious? I could do all black and white and grays like he did. That'd be really cool. And then these are the end pieces. 2 lighthouses. You see where in the middle where that mica line meets up. And then here it is the other way. I think if I had more time, or if the soap, if I do it again, maybe I would work with the oils a little bit cooler and see if I can get it to stay more fluid. I think it would have been cool to put stars in the sky. But I don't know, that might have competed a little bit with the light from the lighthouse. Hello, Ian. Yeah, it's a lighthouse. Yeah, this is the one that we made on the last live, whatever day that was. Thursday, I think. Yep. So here's one of the bars. And see, there's my bioluminescence line there. I don't know when you came in, if you saw the whole thing, but that is that. If I think I could do it, you'll love it. Okay. Well, I have a lot of different tools for making the different shapes and stuff. So if I can use them more than once, that's always a plus. If you guys like lighthouses, I'll make lighthouses. But that's one of the nice things, excuse me, about using a square or like rectangular shaped mold, is you can get designs in there a little bit easier. As you saw with that little oval one, it's a little bit more work. I would have to do each bar individually. It was yesterday? Yeah, I felt like yesterday, huh, Ian? Let me move this out of the way. Might have been yesterday. Are your days as mixed up as mine are? I thought it was Thursday, because I try to do them on Thursdays. Now you got me second guessing myself. Okay. So, the next thing I thought we could do together is make some solid perfumes. I put them in these little tins. I'll show you what they look like. Little tins like this. And I've got the oils melted already. In it, I've got beeswax, almond oil, and jojoba oil, which are all really good for the skin. And then the beeswax helps it stay solid, because you don't want it to melt on you, you know. And just getting the soap off the table so that I don't transfer the color onto anything else. All right. Okay, so the solid perfumes. There's a couple different fragrances I thought we could try. I know I like what you guys said before about maybe doing like a I don't know, like a fragrance that would go well with Valentine's Day. I think that's a pretty good idea. So if we carry that on, I have that Wildflower Fields that you guys seemed to like last time, and then there's this one's from Nurture Soap. It's called Temptation, and I'm trying to think of how to describe the fragrance. Um, this smells like a clean scent blended with like a floral perfume. So it's very clean and fresh, and it smells really good. Let's see. Mm, trying to almost like maybe some rain notes in there or something. And then this one, the Wildflower Fields, of course, smells like flowers. But yeah, let me smell this again. Yeah, this is a very like fresh and green and florally like a field of wildflowers. So it just depends on what you guys think would be better. We can go either way. If you want it to smell more florally and green and natural-ish, this would be a little bit better. If you like the idea of the Temptation one, where it smells a little bit more like perfume, but with floral notes and like fresh, clean notes, that would be a good one to go with. Wow, Stacey, that's a lot of lighthouses. That's awesome. That probably makes it a little easier to decorate since you know what you like. Probably makes it easy for people to buy for you. So let's put it up to a vote here. What do you guys want? You want the Wildflower Fields or the Temptation? I'm going to start setting some of these out while you guys decide. I think it's good for people who buy gifts too. It makes them feel like, confident that they can get you something and you'll really like it. I'm not sure how many this is going to fill. I'd rather have a few extra than not enough. So I'll set these out. I still have more, so if this isn't enough. You vote Temptation? Okay. Anybody else have an opinion if you want Temptation or Wildflower Fields? All right, Stacy, looks like it's up to you. We will go with Temptation then. And set this aside real quick. All right. I'm going to go get the oil. It's sitting in, or not the oil, I guess it is an oil. The oil for these. It's sitting in a hot water bath. So let me go get that. I'll be right back. And then we can start filling these. So I'm just going to take this off and set it aside for a minute. Hi, Christina. Welcome. We're just making these solid perfumes real quick. I can show you the soap we cut as soon as this is made because this will solidify right away. So I'm going to do my best to fill these with the pipette, but if it starts to solidify, I might have to give up on that and pour it in. Unfortunately, this glass holds the heat a lot better than my plastic pitcher, so this should not cool down too fast, I don't think. Let me just see how I could use a little more. There we go. You can see how it starts to solidify right away in the tins because the tins are quite a bit cooler. I also went ahead and put the fragrance in when I grabbed it off the stove because I wasn't sure how long this is going to stay fluid, and I wanted to make sure it was hot while while I added the fragrance in. So, and this has beeswax in it, almond oil, and jojoba oil, and then of course the fragrance. Just checking here to see what you guys are saying. It's a little hard to keep up with the chat since I gotta do this quick. But as soon as I finish, I will go back and read. Looks like this one could use a little more. Oops. There we go. Alright. A crazy 6 weeks, huh? What crazy stuff have you been doing? Or do you just mean because of the holidays? The holidays are pretty much always crazy. Okay. I think that's as much as it's going to fill, at least completely. So those look really good. I'm going to let them cool. They're going to probably shrink away a little bit as they cool. Oh, I wish, Stacy. I mean, it does when you walk in and smell the soap, but it is an old house, so. All right, move these out of the way. This one got a drop of wax on it. There we go. Yeah, thank you, Stacy. They are really cute. They're nice because you can take it with you. It's not going to spill. I try to make all my fragrances, put them in something that's not going to just spill. And so this is a good way. Also, since it's solid, you're not spraying it and then putting it everywhere. So if you're out in public, you're not, spraying perfume and then getting it on other people or getting it in their spaces. So that's always good. And some people feel that this makes the fragrance last a little bit longer because since there is the beeswax in it, it tends to not wear off as fast. I haven't tested it, so I, don't know for sure. But for those who, swear by that method, that's why I wanted to make these so that everybody had something that they could use. And this is also good for layering fragrances. So if you have fragrances that are the same or similar, so for example, let's say you had a soap and then like a hand lotion or body lotion and then a fragrance like a roll-on or a solid perfume. And if you use the soap and then use the body lotion and then put on your perfume, it tends to make the scent last longer. So it's good to have something like this where you can take it with you and you can reapply it as needed, but you shouldn't have to, either you shouldn't have to reapply it as often, or when you reapply it, it should last longer if you layer the fragrances. Let me see what you're saying here. Oh, Christina, that's horrible. I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah, that's a really hard. That'd be a really hard time for everybody for sure. I'm just getting this wax here that spilled off the edge. Okay, there we go. Another nice thing about these when you put them on is that the scent isn't like overpowering, so people don't, can't smell you from like down the hall, which is another nice thing. Makes the scent a little bit more intimate, and also you can wear it without it. If there's people who are bothered by perfumes, a lot of times this won't have the same effect as long as like if you're just working around them. If they don't come super close to you normally, this is usually a little bit better. Whereas if you spray it, it kind of gets in the air and stuff. So I'm just waiting for these to cool down now because I need them to get down to a certain temperature before I can put the lids on. I want them to be cool to the touch. I don't want any condensation to build on the inside. And I think, yeah, I did pick it. I do have the lids here. Hold on. Okay, so I have the lids, and I'll just wait for these to finish cooling, and then we can put the little lids on them. I'll probably put the little, I have like round stickers. I might use those on top of these. I haven't decided yet. Yeah, Christina, these will go in my Etsy shop. I just made these for the live. I haven't really made these in a really long time. So I thought, well, I might as well make them on here and let you guys see the process and see if you guys like them. But I already have the roll-on perfume, so it's the one I made with coconut oil. I have the roll-on perfumes in my shop already, and then I also put in there um the solid body lotions in there, and also the dish soap, the solid dish soap we made. That's in there as well. So I already have those things in there. Oh, that's right. Yeah, let me show her. Yeah, I'm sorry. I intended to do that, and then I saw a squirrel or something. Okay, so this was a soap that Stacy wanted me to make, the Lighthouse. So here it is. Here's the Lighthouse. Oops, got some crumbs. Here's the Lighthouse here, and then we've got like the waves going on down here. There's like a little like bioluminescence sparkling off the top of the waves here, and then this yellow is the light coming off the lighthouse, and then we got this like stormy cloud type top. And then here's another one, and it doesn't look exactly like this in real life. On the camera tends to make this blue down here. It makes it kind of a more of an aqua color. In real life, it's more of like a denim blue, like blue jeans. It's really, really pretty. And then the fragrance, it's called Iron Islands. It's a very oceany scent. It's supposed to have notes of like seaweed in there, and oh, maybe I should just look it up so I don't mess it up. But it has a very fresh, clean, oceany smell, but it smells good. It's not just it's not just like, it doesn't smell like, oops, it doesn't smell like cotton or linen or laundry detergent or anything like that. Like a lot of the so-called clean scents will smell that way. This does not have that. It just smells literally clean, like if you were out on the beach and there was like a breeze or something. Well, thank you, Christina. I tried really hard. I had um you never know how the soap's going to turn out. So I have to go into it knowing that, but I'm really, really glad that it actually turned out a little better than I had planned. So, hold on a second. Let me look this up. Let me see if it'll tell me. Okay. All right. So this is how it's described. All right. Has like all right. So they always give you these visuals, and I'm like, that doesn't make sense, but maybe it'll make better sense to you guys. Violent waves crash into the cliffs. White salty mist sprays into the air, and this fragrance is finished with notes of wet sand dunes and seagrass. So I mean, it does have like an oceany kind of scent to it, but mostly it just smells good and clean, and it just smells good. I'm trying to see if they have any other explanation of the notes, but that's it. I mean, it definitely has like a, mm, yeah, it smells good. Let me see if I smell it again, if I can. See, I would swear there was some sort of a hint of a tropical fruit in the background, but it doesn't say that there is. So, but you definitely, like, if you think of it, you definitely get that wet sand and the seagrass. I mean, it's there. But, and that whole thing about the waves crashing and the sea mist and all that. I mean, that I'm guessing that's what that fragrance I can't describe is, that weird like fresh scent. Yeah, they got poetic. I hear that that's what you're supposed to do for descriptions, but I always feel silly doing that because, especially when some of them they say like, oh, the scent of like sitting on your porch and watching the sunset. It's like, well, that doesn't have a scent, and it depends on where you live. If you live in the city, that's going to smell like exhaust. it's, how is how do you? I don't know, but I know that it works, and some people really like it, and I probably should just do it. But I always wonder if I'm misleading people, but I know I'm not. It's just I feel weird doing it. Hi, Tanya, welcome. I was just ranting about the strangeness of describing a fragrance with something that doesn't have a fragrance. Anyways, Tanya, let me show you the soap. So this was the cut of that Lighthouse soap, and of course my camera's not going to focus. But this is a lighthouse here, obviously. And then these are the waves, and then it just thankfully it turned out halfway how I was hoping. But you got like this, not really, I don't know, gradient. That's not really the word I'm looking for. Basically, it kind of blends up into the dark sky, and then we've got the light from the lighthouse coming off of it here, and then that's the other side. And then this is the top. So we got like a silvery, stormy, cloudy top. And then this. And then it just smells good. It smells good. Yeah, thank you, Tanya. I'm really glad it turned out. I wasn't sure. I didn't know what to expect. On the camera, I'll show you again. On the camera here, it looks kind of like aqua on the bottom there, if you guys are seeing what I'm seeing. But that's not how it looks. It's actually a denim blue down there. And then the top is really dark. I don't know why the camera is so funny, but it is what it is. Until I can get the camera, until I can start using my phone as a camera. They won't let me do lives on my phone until I get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. Then they'll let. I think I need the. I think I do. I need the 4,000 watch hours for the phone. I don't know, but I know I need 1,000 subscribers. Then I can use my phone as a camera, and that, in my opinion, gets much more realistic colors. So since the colors are kind of important to what we're doing, I kind of. You're seeing denim blue? Okay, good. Yeah, on my screen, because I have to use my camera for the. I mean, I have to use my computer for the camera. So I'm seeing like an aqua, like a bright aqua. And that's definitely not what it looks like in real life. So if you're seeing denim, that's good. And then what we did after that was we poured these little solid perfumes. And I made these with beeswax and jojoba oil and almond oil. And I'm just cleaning the spilled wax off of them. They're feeling cool now. I think I can put the lids on. Yeah, these are definitely cool enough. These are kind of still body temperature. I want to move them again so that, because the table underneath them is warm, I'll move them to a cooler spot on the table to kind of help. What I should do is put them on a rack, but then I have to go get a rack. But I'll go ahead and start putting the lids on. And then these will go in my shop. There we go. So this is how they'll look. They're in like a little contained metal tin. So you can put them in your pocket or put them in your purse or whatever. And since I put beeswax in here, they should not melt. As long as you don't put them anywhere, like don't leave them in the car or anywhere, like, they always say keep out of direct sunlight and all that. Okay, put this one here. There we go. Yeah, I use Temptation. It is from Nurture Soap. I'll get it for you. Temptation by Nurture Soap, and of course the camera. I always forget this. This camera. That's another thing. If I can use my phone focuses. This camera does not. Anyways, it's a very nice fragrance. It smells kind of more like perfume. It's got like a. Let me smell it again so I don't get messed up. Okay, yeah. So it has like a very fresh, clean scent with like almost perfumey florals. It's really good though. It smells really, really nice and very feminine. And we thought it would be good. I wanted to pick something that would be good for Valentine's Day, since that's coming up here pretty soon. Okay. But I like solid perfume. I used to have some as a kid, and I liked how I could just take it with me. I didn't have to worry about it spilling, and you can refill the container pretty easily, or you can save it and use it for something else. And this is not super duper strong smelling, so it's a little bit more, I don't know, maybe a little more intimate because you're not making the whole room smell like perfume when you use it. Okay, this one still feels warm. Okay, this one's cool now. But I like the idea of being able to reuse a container for something. Okay, these ones were the ones I did last, so I'll give those a couple more minutes. Yeah, Tanya, that's awesome. I like the I actually bought a while ago. Maybe I could do this later. I bought some silver lockets for the purpose of putting solid perfume in them, but they ended up being more shallow than I wanted. So I'm gonna have to find something else. But it's cool to wear it on a locket because then it's kind of under your nose. You can smell it all day, and also it's right there if you want to put some on, and it looks like jewelry. It's like functional art. Upside down Christmas tree. No, I've done it wrong. Here, I'll fix it. We can't have upside down Christmas trees. The ornaments might fall off. There. Here's a star on top. Oh wait, this is uneven. Oh, that did not turn out as satisfying as I had hoped. Oh, whatever. Oh wait, this. There we go. Alright, this one is feeling cool now, so put the lid on that. And while I'm finishing these up, do you guys have any questions or anything? Any news? Any requests for future videos? Oh, and also, because I keep forgetting to ask this, if you have a channel or an Instagram page or anything like that, go ahead and put a heart in the comments, or you can even, if it'll let you, you can even put a link. Um, there you go. And then that way, hopefully, people will see your channel and go and give it a visit. And we can thank Felicia for that idea. She started doing that on her channel, The Crafting Nook. And I thought it was a really cool way to just share the other channels and help them out. Okay, this one's cool. They're all getting cold, so shouldn't be much longer. But also, if you do have any like ideas or suggestions for any future videos, definitely let me know. If there's like a soap design you want to see, if you want to see a certain color soap or maybe a type of fragrance or something, let me know. And if I'm able, we'll go ahead and make it on one of the lives. Or I will do a video. If I can't do a live, I'll make a video. Got some wax on the outside. We still have the dinosaur soap to make. and someone asked about flamingos, so I'm going to be looking into that one. I'm going to have to get some equipment to make that. Okay, looks like we're just waiting on this one. Although that one is now almost there. Oh, someone asked for a flamingo. They wanted a flamingo somehow to incorporate a flamingo design into a soap. Yeah, that's good. Okay. There we go. So I'm thinking maybe probably make that one pink, or maybe we could do like an island theme and do like a flamingo stamp. Dinosaurs and flamingos, yes, they can eat each other. Yeah, I don't know, Ian. I don't know if I want the dinosaurs and flamingos in the same soap. That might be chaos. Yeah, spell check is pretty much not that helpful. Yeah, I think the flamingos will be cute. I just have to decide on a design theme. Like if I want to do like a pink soap with actual flamingos in it, or um, I was actually thinking of maybe doing like almost like a deserted island type thing, like a palm tree on like a little stereotypical little deserted island, and then like a flamingo stamp over it. I don't know. Oh yeah, Vicky. So funny story about Vicky. Um, when I first started making soap, I actually learned how to do it from books. I didn't really think of going online to, on YouTube to learn about that. I got books, I read books, and when I made my first recipes, it was from books. And shortly after that, of course, somebody finds out that you're doing something and they want to be, helpful or whatever, and they were sending me these videos to other soapers and and just things that they had created. And I remember thinking, like, I had only watched maybe I only watched like one video or something from some random person doing something. And I remember watching them make the soap, and I was like, it was a really cool design, whatever it was they made. I mean, anybody would think it was awesome and impressive. For some reason, it just didn't really, it wasn't what I wanted to make, I guess. And so I was like, But then I thought, well, maybe there's other people on YouTube making soap. I mean, they can't all look like this, right? So I went and I did a Google search, and for soap videos or something like that. I forget what it was. And Vicky's the Black Hat Blues. You should check out her channel, by the way. After this, definitely check her out. But anyways, I checked her out, and she had just posted. She didn't have very many videos at the time. I think she only had like a couple, like 2 videos. It was a long time ago, and she was making these beautiful slab soap. So she had a giant slab mold. It was huge, and or at least to me it was huge, right? Because I didn't know what she was using, and she was pouring thin layers of soap and making these patterns. So maybe like one might be, like a feather swirl where you do like the lines and then you go back and forth with the chopstick and it looks like feathers or whatever. And then the next layer she might do like an in the pot swirl, and then the next layer she did something else. And when she cut the soap, it had these layers in it that looked really cool. And then she had this other one where she was using a hair dryer to like blow the colors around, and it made like this really pretty wispy design. And I remember thinking, that's what I want to do. That's what I want my soaps to be, like this, more like free and artistic looking, and not so um I don't know, not the way that the other people were doing. So I remember thinking, wow, I would love to do that someday. And so my goal was to get this great big soap mold. Now she was just using a 25-pound soap mold, I think, or maybe she was using the next size. I don't know. It was a slab mold. It was maybe, maybe, I don't know, like this wide, maybe in, about as long as this table or something. It wasn't enormous, but because of the camera angle and because I just didn't know what she was doing, to me it looked enormous. But now going back and watching those videos, I'm like, oh wow, that mold is not nearly as big as I thought it was. So I was gonna get this huge like crate, like massive, like a shipping crate size crate, and I wanted to make like a huge soap um, slab that was gonna weigh like 100 pounds, and I was like, I thought that would be so cool, and because that's what I thought she was doing, and I was gonna make this really cool soap like inspired by the soap she was doing. And but of course I did other things. I did like these rectangular soaps, and made other soaps for the craft fairs and stuff. And like I said, I went back to look at some of her old videos again recently, and I was like, wow, like that slab is not as big as I thought it was. It was probably, at the biggest, it was probably like a 25-pound slab, and here I was thinking she was making like 100-pound slabs of soap. And so that meant that her design, like the design she was doing, was actually smaller and more concentrated. But anyways, her soaps are really really cool. She had like these stones, like she had made these turquoise type soaps, and she makes like feather soaps, and she does all these cool things. And they always come out so beautiful. But she was like really my inspiration behind getting out of just making soaps that were like a single color, or soaps that were a disaster. And her, that she was really, like, I would say if there was one soaper that kind of influenced me in the beginning, it was her. It was her soap. So yeah, she is really a gifted soap artist. That's very very true. Yeah, coral reef. We could do a coral reef. That would be. Let's see how I would even do that. That would be a lot of fun though. Let me grab my pen. I better write this down. Coral reef. I think I might be wrong, but I think there is one person who did a really cool coral reef. I believe it was I Dream in Soap. You could check her out. She did a coral reef. I would probably do something different. I will say that I Dream in Soap does very calculated designs, and everything she does. Um, well, I know it doesn't always work this way, but it seems like everything she does is so perfect and exact, and it's sort of like what a lot of soapers aspire to be like. But um, I think that deep down, yeah, I know I could sit down and calculate everything out. But if I did that, it would, in my mind, it would be like an obstacle to. It would be like, it's like a mental obstacle, and I freeze. So yeah, there are times when I sit and calculate it out, but only if I'm doing a really, really big project where amounts matter. Like if I'm doing, 25-pound slab, I don't want to have like 5% more because that's a lot of soap. Um, but doing little bits like this, it doesn't really matter if I have a little bit extra. But she's awesome. If you want to see how to do everything exact, the I Dream in Soap, if you want to see how to make like exact designs and things that turn out so perfect, she has some awesome designs, and she has some really nice fragrances too. I actually did an unboxing of her soap on this channel. If you go back through my unboxing, she's one of the first ones I did. Welcome back, Felicia. Yeah, yeah, autocorrect is such a pain. Okay, I'm writing this down. Coral reef soap. Okay, I know what to forget that. And then Tanya, you're suggesting ammonite. Now I don't. I'll let you know. Also, I don't want to copy anybody, but I can definitely like If there's somebody you want me to see and get like some ideas from or inspiration from them, I'm okay with that. But I don't want to copy anybody. I feel kind of weird doing that. But I don't mind putting my own spin on an idea. Oh, Felicia, probably while you were gone, I was saying to put either a heart or like your a link to your channel name in the comments so people can find your channel. It's good though your name is the Crafting Nook, so that helps people find you easier. Got a little piece off the table here we can use as a tester. Okay, for inspiration, yeah, I could definitely check her out. She has I think I don't know. There's a few soapers that I watch, and I think I just think like, wow, that's one of them. Also, Grace, Grace to you, Grace to you. She has some awesome design. She's got like see-through soaps that have like whole like scapes, like seascapes and things in them. She has a lot of really beautiful soaps, and then she does like hand painting on this, or what, hand painting but with the soap. Um, so Grace to you has some beautiful ones, and I Dream in Soap also. Um, and then Nizumi soaps too. Nizumi soaps, she's really awesome because and that's Shauna. She's really awesome because she's like she hasn't been making soap for hundreds of years yet, but all the things that she tries, it's like she's really ambitious. She tries all these additives and stuff like right away, and she kind of thinks outside the box a little bit. So she's not sitting there trying to get she's not copying anybody basically, and she'll just say, "Hey, I wonder what will happen if I put the soap dough in here, or what happens if I do this," and she just does it, and it comes out really cool. So I like her style is kind of like mine, where it's like, "Oh, let's just experiment and see what happens," and maybe that's why I kind of I enjoy the content she makes. But yeah, she tries a lot of new things, and her stuff always turns out really really good, and she has a lot of different recipes. So everything she makes is really good. So I recommend her channel also. Yeah, Shauna is amazing, Tanya. I agree. Just reading your comments real quick. Oh yeah, Stacey. I found your Instagram and I saw you approved me, so I went in there and I was looking at the stuff you're making. Those diamond paintings look really cool. Hi, Ian. You hear the cat? Yes, he is. He is telling us that he wants out, but he's here. I might as well demonstrate this since I'm here. Okay, so I'll move these out of the way. So this is a piece of that perfume that was on the table that I spilled. So you can just rub your finger on it and it melts. It has a really good like feel to it, and then you just put it on your wrist or behind your ears or wherever you want it. I'm just breaking it up here. It's a really thin piece, but yeah. So it's and then it goes on and it just kind of absorbs. It doesn't feel tacky, at least not to me. And I'm just massaging this in, and it just kind of it feels soft and it just goes away, but it smells good. Yeah, yeah, that's a good scent. I'll leave that there. Oh, thank you, Felicia. Yeah, definitely. I definitely can use the thumbs up, the subscribes, and comments, and all that really help me out still since I am, relatively new and still growing. Um, every little bit helps. I'm not sure yet, Stacy. I need to check the costs. A lot of the costs went up. Like I was thinking of making the lip balms, and I went to look at the prices of the lip balm tubes, and they've gone up by like 6 times. They cost 6 times as much as they did before, even in bulk, even if I buy 1,000 tubes at a time. So um, I'm going to have to start doing. So I now have to go back and research and find all new suppliers for everything. And the same thing with these tins. I only have a handful of them, and once they're used up, I don't know where I'm going to get them from. So I need to calculate it out. But probably, um, if I had to guess, I'd say probably around the $6 range. Just but I'll double check and make sure, just double check the cost of my ingredients and then price it out. I probably should do that before these lives start so I can give you guys a solid answer, but I was not seeing it. Oh, you want to see the cats? Oh, okay. Let's see here. Well, I'm glad, Paulette. I'm glad you're learning something. I definitely want to help people learn if possible. Let's see here. Yeah, the autocorrect is getting all of us. Yeah, Ian. Yeah, the supply problem is definitely, it's affecting everybody, and it's a massive, massive pain. There's a lot of things I want to do, but I feel like I probably shouldn't just because of the cost. And then the hard thing is if you try to sell something and people don't understand why it costs so much more now. Like I try to get all of my oils responsibly sourced, so they can't come from the same like country as some of the less expensive oils, and that was fine. But now some of those oils are 2 or 3 times as much money, and not only that, there's like a month and a half delay on getting them delivered. So I'm actually running out of stuff. Um, I was almost completely out of coconut oil. I had like I had maybe like 6 ounces left, and that's all I had. And thankfully, my order came in time. But yeah, I wouldn't even be able to do making soap or anything because just even if you can find it and even if you can afford it because it's more money, um, you might not get it for 6 weeks where it used to take 3 or 4 days to arrive. You're waiting weeks because everything's on back order. Okay. Yeah, Felicia, let me put this back. Ian wants to see the cat, so I gotta go find the cat, but I want to put this away first so that the cat doesn't get to it. For the shea cream, um, it depends on what you want the cream for. So I'm planning to do a body butter pretty soon, and body butter has I do put shea butter in that, so that will have shea butter in it. But you can literally just get shea butter and put it on your skin, but um, you only need it. Your body can only absorb so much. So that's why a lot of people will put other things with it because you basically, if you just put it on your skin straight, it's kind of a waste. Um, but but the nice thing about doing it that way is you know what the consistency will be. It's not going to be too soft or melty or whatever. But the blend that I use is well, it depends. It depends on what depends. But usually I'll do like a shea and cocoa butter blend, and then I'll put coconut oil in it because the coconut oil hardens really nice. And then I have a couple other like specialty oils that I'll blend in, and you have to melt them down first. So you have to melt down the butters and oils and everything, and then you have to whip it to incorporate some air so that it'll, when it hardens, it won't be a solid brick, and then you can use it as a cream. But um, the recipes are they're personal. I mean, I'm willing to. I'll be sharing it on the live when I do it. But what I mean by personal is like everybody has an idea of like their ideal, shea butter cream or cocoa butter cream or body cream or whatever, and there's no like exact right way to make it. So I don't want to like discourage you by giving this is the recipe you have to use or whatever. It's just a recipe that you can use. And but I encourage everybody, if they're going to make something for themselves, I strongly encourage people to personalize it to what they want, because you can make it so you can make it however you want. You don't have to have somebody else tell you that it's right or wrong. As long as it does what you want it to do, then it's a good recipe, right? So, but yeah, I will definitely be sharing um, the cocoa and shea butter, um, body butter, when I make that pretty soon here. All right, let me just set this down. Okay. All right, see if I can find the cat. I'm just reading your comments real quick. Are you guys still able to hear me, or did I lose audio again? You can hear me? Okay. Okay. Let me see if I can find the cat. Where did he go? Where's the cat? I think I see him over there. It'll just take a second to get him over here. Just a moment. Okay. All right, you've been summoned, sir. Whoop. You're gonna sit out of frame again, huh? All right, Felicia, thanks for coming. Ian wants to see Precious. Well, let me see if I can get Precious, but I don't know how she's gonna feel about that. Let's see. See if I can get her interested instead then. Oh, that's upside down. All right. Come here, Precious. Yep, it'll be fine. Come here. Oh, what happened, baby? Come here. I know. She heard the toy and is looking for it, and now she's upset at me. Okay, I've got it right here. I didn't take it from you, I promise. Okay. You want to say hi? Oh, that's not very polite. Here you go, baby. All right. That's what you wanted here, was this toy? Yeah, that's the mat, the crinkle sound. She likes crinkle toys. Oh, don't go off the edge of the table, baby. Come here. Come here. There you go. Look. Come here. She's like, oh, I've never been up here before. What is this? Come here, baby. You don't want to go off the edge of the table. I promise you will have a bad time. There. Come here, baby. I know, you're trying to explore, and I'm interrupting that, huh? Yeah? Precious is blind, so... no, baby, come here. She cannot tell. She doesn't go up on tables. So that's why she's kind of concerned. She doesn't know where she is. It's okay, baby. She knows what this mat is, though. See, she's going to sit on it because she knows what the mat is. It's okay, baby. I know. It's just a table. Yeah, she's blind, and but she's really good. Um, she's got a whole story behind her, but I won't bore you guys with the details. But yeah, she's a very good girl. She sits with me when I work, and just basically, yeah, that's it. She sits with me while I work. She's like an appendage practically. She just likes to sit with me. Yeah, don't you? You're a leaky cat. And she likes the crinkle toys because she can hear them. She doesn't have to see them, so she can just hear. You hear that? Here's your toy. And normally she will play with this toy, but like I said, she's kind of freaked out because she's on a table and she's never been up here before. She doesn't know what's going on. But she'll get up on the couch by herself. Yeah, Stacy, that's why she likes crinkle noises, because she can hear it. Oh, that's so cute, Stacy. It's cute when they actually want to be with you and they just kind of sit with you. Oh, you're mad at me, huh? Oh, you're so mad. I know. Okay, I can put you down in a minute. Oh, I know. Move you over so you can see ya. There you go. There. How about scratchies? Oh, that's better. Yeah, the crinkle mat is neat. She does like her crinkle tube, the one that she can crawl in. She likes that a lot. And sometimes the crinkle tube will just be like thrashing across the floor. It's because she's in there just having a grand old time. It's really cute. That's what makes it special, Stacy, is when they pick a favorite person and the favorite person happens to be you. That makes it so much better. Where you going, baby? Oh, you're gonna leave. Wait. That's not the right way. Come here, baby. Come here. I'll put you down here. There you go. All right. You want this back? She says yes. Boop. But she's cute. Sometimes she'll follow me if I go in the kitchen to cook, or if I'm like cleaning or whatever, I'll turn around and she's either following me around or she's sitting in the doorway watching, in quotation marks, watching, listening, I guess is a better way to put it, and just kind of keeping track of where I am because she can't see. So she doesn't like to be by herself for long periods of time. I will definitely give her extra scritches. I have to sit down pretty soon to do some work, and she'll be happy about that because she'll get to sit with me. She'll come and get me and tell me that it's time to sit down because she wants to sit, and it's kind of hilarious. So she's dictating when I get to sit down or when I get to work. That's hilarious, Stacy. He wants a spot, and some strangers are just there to take it from him. That's not right. He was there first, he thinks. Maybe he was there first, I don't know. But if he was, I'm pretty sure that's what he's thinking. Night, Ian. Thanks for hanging out. Hope your connection improves. Well, now that the table's clear, I guess I should wash it and get back to work. But definitely, if you guys think of any more ideas, just leave them down in the comments once the video gets posted, and I'll make everything that I'm able to make, and we can attempt attempt the things that I'm not. What are you saying here? That's hilarious. Wow. I mean, that takes guard cat to a whole new level. You don't even need a guard dog. Anybody that breaks in is gonna get total unsuspecting claw to the face. That'll be awesome. There was a video on YouTube of, I think it was a woman who was trying to show a house. There was a house that was for sale. She was like the real estate agent or something. And she was trying to show the house to somebody or something. And she was walking around in the house, and this cat was chasing her from room to room. It was freaking hilarious. Oh, that's cute, Stacy. I had a cat that used to growl anytime somebody walked up to the porch, so I always knew when somebody was coming. Yeah, and here's the sirens. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and get this cleaned up and then get back to work. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. But thank you so much for coming and watching and hanging out with me. And like I said, definitely let me know if there's anything you want me to try. Leave some comments um, and don't forget to follow the channels of the other people who we suggested. Felicia and Tanya's got an Instagram, and Stacy has an Instagram. So, and if I didn't mention you, then leave your information, and we can follow you that way. So have a good night, everyone, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Okay.